Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end. Zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Hurts. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 11. A big play here for the Cowboys. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
Throwing is Hurts. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, New York.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. It was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
Off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jones flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
With the score, Cowboys 10, Giants nothing.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
48-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Throwing on 1st down. Jones forced out to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
26.
Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Cowboys 10. Giants 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it great.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Touchdown, Cowboys! Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down, Giants.
Now Jones on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To try again after the sack, Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Throwing, Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And Ingram holds it in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To number 88.
Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
The extra point.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Giants 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 50. The 30. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones pass.
Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24. Giants 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
28. Cowboys.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run with Henry. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A 4-yard loss.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
Good.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the pass, and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now.
27.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll run it again with Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, here's Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. This is Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
A 26-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On the carry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And now the rookie's free. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Giants 35, Cowboys 30.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On on second down now. It's Henry, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatline. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. Hurts fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Possession.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people watching this one right here gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Giants 35.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This to potentially send us to overtime.
1-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. 4 yards the pick up, first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because of...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Powering it, Derrick Henry all alone.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cowboys, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants,